Well, good morning and welcome to the water cooler. We are so excited to have this lineup this morning. We are definitely having problems with this stream again. It is saying it's not going through, so hang tight. Let's see if I can re-engage this. That's something, guys. All right. At least it's live on YouTube. I don't know what's happening on Facebook. Anyhow, Facebook is where I've got 5,000 people waiting. So something's not working there. So anyhow, we've got a big lineup. We've got 9 people here that are going to share their community headlines, and we're going to start with Frank and Danielle. So what's your headline?
Hey, well, I'm Danielle Oak, and with my partner, Frank Morrow, we co-host a weekly morning live YouTube channel called All Things Savannah. And we talk to people who are from Savannah, who've been here for many years, newcomers. We just want to hear stories about Savannah and why people are here. So our big headline is, Frank, do you want to share a big headline?
Sure. We're going to be at Plant Riverside District on Wednesday, December the 6th. We will be streaming live. We'll be at District Live, their studio there, podcast studio. Come by and say hi. We'll be featuring the Savannah Christmas Market, which goes through the 1st of January. We're looking to meet a lot of people. We will feature a lot of vendors. We'll talk about some of the ins and outs of the market. Looking to have a great time. The buildup is incredible.
Yeah. Thank you. Thank you for sharing your headline. I am next going to pull on Kara Marshall with Carriage Tours of Savannah, not Carriage Trade, Carriage Tours. Hey, Kara, what's your headline?
Hey, good morning. My headline is the Bells and Bobtail Tours are back, carriage rides in Savannah, leaving from City Market nightly.
Very good. I actually have a picture of that. And hold on a second. Is that it?
Yep, that's it.
Very good. Okay. Thank you for sharing your headline. Awesome. So next we have Dr. Smalls. Let me find Dr. Smalls here. All right. Hey, Dr. Smalls, what's your headline?
Hi, good morning, Marjorie and everyone. My headline's a little bit different than everyone else. I want to talk about it is National Influenza Vaccination Week, and it's an opportunity to educate the public on flu education and the vaccination to prevent that illness.
Very good. And I also heard the Department of Health is offering something like gift certificates to get their COVID shot too. Did you hear that?
I have not heard that. There is the Bridge Access Program that allows individuals that are underinsured and uninsured to get their COVID vaccination for free. But it's possible that the health department is doing something like that.
Awesome. Well, thank you for sharing your headlines. And next, we're going to pull on Lou Phelps with the Business Report, the Savannah
Business Journal.
Hey, Lou.
A million years ago was, hi, good morning, everyone. My headline is that 40 under 40 nominations are now open. So it's a terrific idea for you to nominate people that you think really are distinguishing themselves. It's a great thing to do for clients. We can take that logo down, Marjorie. It's a great thing to do for your clients. It's great for people's career to say that they were a 40 under 40 in this market. No matter where you travel in the country, the business journals always do a 40 under 40. So everyone recognizes it.
Very good. Very good. Wonderful. Thank you for sharing that headline. All right. Next, we've got Jim Van Epps. There we go. Hey, Jim, what is your all's headlines? Oh, Jim. Oh, for some reason, we can't hear you, Jim. Hey, so maybe go ahead and leave and then come back in, Jim. All right. While Jim is he's going to leave the studio and come back in to see if it can work. I'm going to pull on Mark Robertson. Here we go, Mark. Hey, Mark.
Good morning, everybody.
Hey, good morning, Mark. What's your headline?
Well, of course, I'm with 98.7 The River, our Savannah's Christmas music station. And every year, starting the Monday after Thanksgiving for 2 weeks, we do Christmas Wish, which is where we read nurses' stories from the Children's Hospital at Memorial about families undergoing cancer treatment. We're trying to brighten the holidays for those kids. This is the 25th anniversary that we've done this. And in the first 24 years, we've raised well over $1 million for these families that we work with. So we're in the middle of our second week of Christmas Wish, which starts today. And we're just trying to show these families there is a light at the end of the tunnel.
Thank you. That's a beautiful tradition that you guys have been doing for so many years.
Thanks.
All right, we are pulling on Tanya Milton to share her headline. Hey, Tanya Milton, what's your headline?
My headline is we're the 2023 winner of the Small Business of the Year Award. The Savannah Tribune received that recognition from the Savannah Chamber. And we just are so excited because shortly after that, the Hispanic Chamber recognized us as well. So we're glad to be getting the recognition that I think we totally deserve.
Absolutely.
And I can go on looking ahead. In 2025, we will be celebrating 150 years for the Savannah. Also be an opportunity where the National Newspaper Publishers Association will be hosting their conference here in Savannah. So we've got a lot that we're looking forward to.
Oh, thank you so much for sharing your headline. Thank you. Let's pull on Jim and see if his audio is working. How about this, Jim? Jim, can we hear you? Can we hear you?
We're going to have to give Jim his own show.
Yeah.
Yes.
Good idea.
So I do know that the Savannah World Affairs Council will be having a lecture on December 7th. And we can put it in the comments section here for more information. Let's see if I can find that. So we're all on the screen and we got through all the headlines. Any questions with each other? And I'm going to go pull some information about the World Affairs Council.
I've got a quick question for Kara. Hey, so are you from Savannah or why are you in DC right now?
Oh, no, I grew up in this area. So I've lived in Savannah for about 25 years now. So
okay, wonderful.
Yeah, just headed out for travels with my mom for the holidays.
Nice. Great.
And I have a suggestion for Lou. Yeah. Lou, I think you should start a new feature, 70 under 70.
Thank you. That's a great. I get the people that once they've been a 40 under 40 alumni, they're like, can't we be the nifty 50? That kind of thing, right? But thank you for that idea. Sure. Savannah Business Journal. For those of you who are not super familiar, I hope you are, but we're in our 26th year. Over 10,000 people have opted in and or paid subscribers and receive our newsletter every day. We are, I think, considered the leading source of business news. I founded it in 1998 when I couldn't find any business news in the, shall we call it the daily newspaper that still sort of exists here. Yes, and apparently our numbers are higher than theirs now. Unfortunately, it's a tragedy what's happened with the morning news. But so you don't have to be even a subscriber to nominate somebody. You just go to the Savannah Business Journal and there's a big ad you can see. You click on it, you read about it. It doesn't cost you anything to nominate. And you can nominate 2 different people. And if you're getting someone to nominate you, if anybody's under 40, multiple people can nominate you. And then we have an editorial board that will choose the winners. Then we put out a special print section in 2024, all about everybody, and we mail it to all the chamber members and our paid subscribers. So it's a great marketing thing, for TV, for radio shows, but it's really great to nominate people who should be recognized. They can be 22. I mean, just anything under 40. We do ask for proof that they're under 40. We have some people that slide in every year, and like 39 and 11, 12. But thank you, Frank. Yep. Under 70s, we got to figure a catchy name, huh?
We'll come up with
something. None of us are retiring. I'm going to be in the under 80 category here. So,
Kara, you've been in business 20 years doing this. Plus, the company has been in business over 50. Isn't that right?
50,
Something like that?
It's amazing. It's just amazing.
One of the first tour companies of any kind in Savannah. So
that's amazing. Yeah, we should do something on that. You know, we always take anybody's news. We love your news. We take your news. You know, Mark, we should be publicizing what you're doing right away since you're in this phase right now of trying to raise money. I'll call you, okay?
Okay.
And we need to do a story. Yeah, we need to do a feature story because that's I don't think we've written about this in a long time. And if you're in the 25th year, we should be. I'd like to do that. Okay.
Absolutely. This is the last year, the last week of 2 weeks where I read the letters from the nurses. The next week is just kind of a week that we remind people it's not too late to donate, and we'll meet with the families 2 weeks from today at Memorial, and we'll give them whatever's been donated.
Well, it's a time of year when people do nonprofit donations, so it's a good time of year.
I was going to say, if you need any miniature horses dressed up, I've taken mine to Memorial before for with the mounted patrol horses.
Oh, that would be fun.
You can't go inside, but
well, a couple of years ago, when we were meeting with the families at the hotel downtown, I'm trying to think of the name of the hotel. It didn't matter. We would serve a buffet. And they brought in, somebody brought in miniature ponies, and we couldn't get the kids away from there.
Yeah, they're always a hit. I know where you can get some.
I bet you do.
You know, I'd like to point out something before the program began. Someone asked us what All Things Savannah is, and this is a good opportunity since everyone is here to sort of describe us. You know, we are interested, as Danielle said, in stories of people. It is really the backstory that has us really interested. We love the positions that you all have and your organizations. That's so important. Yeah. But equally important is how you got here, what your life has been like, what you can share with other people. That really is the good stuff, in our opinion. Danielle, would you agree?
Yeah. Oh, absolutely. Yeah. All the little interesting details, like the personal stories. You know, everyone's great at promoting what we're promoting, the things that we're doing right now, the things we're working on. But, you know, I want to know things like, you know, Dr. Smalls, where did you grow up? What was the burning passion? What kept you going? What made you make the decisions that you made? What were your parents like? You know, those types of questions are the ones, and those answers are the ones that are really colorful and the ones that really just, I think, really enrich our community. Knowing about each other on a personal level, I think, brings our community together. And, you know, we all have those stories. So we like to hear them. We want to hear them.
Well, Danielle, just reach out to me. I'd be more than happy to have a conversation with you. I'm not from Savannah originally. I'm actually I grew up in a small town, King Street, South Carolina. So I'm in Savannah by way of South Carolina.
Oh,
that's what we want to hear.
Yes, absolutely.
For all things Savannah, I just met a cool guy yesterday, the general manager of the Savannah Clovers, the new professional soccer team here, and he is really interesting and cool. The Savannah Clovers, and they're trying to, you know, they're playing soccer games at Memorial Stadium, which of course has been enhanced. But so not only, you know, we've got hockey, we've got soccer now. And and I think they can use some promotion.
You know, the minute people hear about what we're doing, and I think Danielle can attest to this too, people come up to us and say, hey, I know somebody who does this. I found somebody. I've got like 3 people in the last couple of days who just heard about what we were doing. One of whom I just met a couple of days ago, but she offered up a couple of people. So we're sort of, you know, we're concentric circle, and we're widening. And the more we do this, we find a lot of people want to talk.
Well, I'm a native.
I'm a native.
I know where all the bodies are buried.
Oh,
yeah, that's what I want to know about.
I'll give you my number.
You know, Marjorie, myself, Tanya, we've been around since the 90s, man. Launched our businesses, and we know more than we want to know.
And 2025 will be 50 years with me in this industry.
So, I know, it's amazing.
Congratulations.
Yes.
You got me beat. I only started in 1981 in the newspaper business. So, yeah. Got me beat. Woo!
Everybody has everybody's email too from when I sent out the reminder about the water cooler today.
Oh,
So
good. Thank you.
Good, yes. Well, if you're not registered for the Savannah Business Journal, you will be, and it's free, and you get our daily headlines. You can opt out if you want to, but like I say, over 10,000, we're really reaching a huge audience. But it's 26 years. We've been, our people are very loyal. It's amazing.
absolutely.
Yeah, we've hung in there through a lot.
Should we grab Jim?
Anything else happening in Savannah that we can share? That would be
Jim. Jim, are you there?
Jim's there. Let's see.
Still can't hear him.
The sound is still not working. Yeah.
His sound is still off.
Yeah, there's the information about the event.
Poor Jim is
Wow.
talking. We can't hear him.
Yeah.
Gosh, it's okay. We got it up here on the screen. So,
Retired ambassador. Cool.
oh gosh, I'm not kidding. The World Affairs Council is
Oh yeah.
just
Amazing.
highbrow. I mean, they get some amazing speakers every month. So anyhow,
What
All
is
right.
Jim's background? What's Jim's background? You know?
we talked to him a little bit ahead of time. He's lived all over the world. Oh, we're just gonna have to. We're gonna have to get him back on the show. I don't know what happened. Oh, are you?
Is it possible his mute is on by chance?
Seems as though he can't hear us either, though.
Yeah, I know.
Yes, yeah.
It may be a setting in his computer that he may
Yeah.
need to allow the audio.
Well, yeah, you have to accept the allow. As Dr. Small said, you have to accept on this platform.
By the way, I'll
So,
mention, I don't
Marjorie,
know.
are you going to connect?
Go ahead, Mark.
Are you
Go
going to
ahead.
connect?
Go ahead. Go ahead.
Sorry, that's the one hard thing about this platform.
I was going to say to Dr. Smalls, I don't know if you were watching Face the Nation yesterday. They had Dr. Scott Gottlieb on, the former EPA commissioner, and he was talking about the fact that the flu is, I think it's 38% right now, but he said that the vaccine seems to be very effective with this year's flu virus.
I did not see that, but I'm glad you mentioned that because, I'm listening to all of the wonderful events that are going on in the community, and people will be gathering, in the public, but also in private with family and travel. And it's just that time of year when there's so much movement and so many, in some cases, large gatherings. And so it's important for folks to be aware that it is the height of flu season. We're going into the height of flu season, and that taking the vaccination is one key way of minimizing. The flu can be a mild kind of case, but it also can be very severe, and it can also cause hospitalization and death. So for people that are individuals that are 6 months and older, they are encouraged to, consider taking the flu vaccination to minimize the impact that the virus can cause should they contract it. And so that's why we're, again, creating awareness and promoting its National Influenza Vaccination Week this week, December 4th through the 8th.
I think if you look for it, usually they post their interviews both on YouTube and on Twitter. And so you may be able to find it if you want to hear some of the audio. But I thought it was kind of interesting that finally we have a vaccine that seems to be effective.
Yes. I'll definitely have to check that out.
Tanya, who is also a county commissioner, for those who don't realize it, I don't know how you wouldn't, but after you're living under a rock. But anyway, Tanya, you said the county commission is about to get more responsibility. What's that about?
I knew you'd ask.
That's my job, darling.
We're having some real serious problems with the fire department and the fire fee. So we're having a conversation about perhaps taking over a fire department.
You're talking about in the unincorporated area?
Yes.
Yes, yeah. I used to live out in the landings a million years ago. I never paid my fire fee. So I understand. I mean,
You're the one that's responsible for all this.
I am, but I think I reflect, it's like what, what, my house catches on fire, they're not going to come? Of course they're going to come. So, I mean, it's a real problem. I think the fire fee structure in the unincorporated. So, I mean,
sorry, I didn't mean to step on you.
No.
There is sort of the elephant in the room here that I keep reading stories about the 911 system. I can't think of anything more disturbing, honestly, than not having a timely response on an emergency call. And I keep seeing these stories about 30-minute delays. That is just, I don't know why doesn't appear to be more urgency on the part of the county and the city and all emergency management officials to get that buttoned up.
And we spent a fortune to enhance that system, Frank.
I know it.
We spent a lot.
And I thought the bridge had been crossed, and then I just read a story in one of the publications just a couple of days ago about, again, long delays.
The delays are happening because they're transitioning to a new system, and the delays are happening because when you get one person that see an accident, everybody dials 911. So that just clutters the system.
But other communities have huge traffic too, and I think isn't there a standard about response time for something like a heart attack or a stroke, God forbid? We're talking, 10 minutes, 10, 15 minutes matters. I mean, I think we should all be, even if it's not, even if there's a reasonable responsibility here, I think the thing is everybody needs to know what to expect. When you make that phone call, the last thing should be worried about is they're not going to come.
Right.
Well, we're transitioning to a new system. It's a new CAD system that the county just purchased, and they're training the employees on the system now. So that lapse in time should shorten immediately.
Great. Didn't mean to put you on the spot, but I thought you had some kind of exciting news. But yeah, the fire fee in the unincorporated is a mess. I mean, it's frustrating. I know. So I'm glad the county commissioners are going to get addressed.
What happened is we had volunteers. There were volunteers for a long time. It was this volunteer department. Nobody volunteers for anything anymore. It's a pay scale, and the pay scale we've got to come up to so that we can maintain and so we can retain the people that we got and then encourage others to come into the department.
That sounds terrific that you're addressing it, though. That's great that the county commissioners are working on that. It's wonderful. Didn't mean to put her on the spot.
Didn't want to seem too aggressive to you either, because I know it's not your responsibility, but I just, I think people move here from a lot of other places and they might have expectations of, what it was like where they were.
And they do. They come in and they don't really recognize, well, I'm going to buy a house here. Well, you're buying a house in unincorporated Chatham County. Guess what doesn't come with that? City services does not come with unincorporated Chatham County.
Realtors may not disclose that information.
They may not share, everything.
Well, it's all about where you want to be. Where you want to be. Nobody wants to be in the mainstream of downtown, not living downtown. I mean, there are thousands and thousands of people that live in downtown.
Hey, if I know there's no 911 service, I'm not moving there. That's not happening. I don't care how good the house is.
That really is kind of a good story. Whether the Board of Realtors are really sharing all of that, whether in the unincorporated, Frank, that's kind of interesting too.
I think so too. Yeah.
I love one more thing to work on.
So awesome. Well, guys, it's Monday morning. I've got Rotary, so we're going to have to wrap it up. Danielle and Frank and Kara and Dr. Smalls and Jim and Tanya and Mark and Lou, thank you so much for sharing your headline on the water cooler. And if you ever have any information, this is open. When we have the Facebook actually working, we get a lot of comments. For some reason, the Facebook just didn't connect this time. It's on YouTube. But, you don't have the same type of followers.
Yeah. Nominate 40 under 40. Just go to Savannah Business Journal. It's free to do.
I just submitted some. So.
Yay! Oh, you're sitting there. Good multitasking. You go.
Yep. Awesome. All right, guys. Don't hang up. I'm going to end the stream. Hold on one second. Thanks for watching.
Thanks for having us.